Alright guys, so if you saw my last video, I got to 195 pounds, I said. But yeah, so pretty soon this bulk will be coming to an end. I think like 30 days left, a month about, and yeah, then we're gonna go on this short 1 month cut, then repeat the process. So actually, you know what I have been noticing? I've been noticing on my shorts I've been posting, the science-based form police officers have been attacking me. And I don't mind it. I actually like it. I like to see the tips, and I like to receive criticism, constructive criticism. Um yeah, but I have repeatedly said in my past videos that my form is not perfect. I would say my form is like 70% there most of the time. Like 75% on certain workouts. I don't want to sound like fool myself or anything, but if I had to say one thing, it's just the results speak for me. That's all that can be said. That's all that should be said. What I have been doing in my training years have worked for me tremendously, and that's why I'm so big on intensity, pushing intensity, going to failure, because science-based or not, like I see a lot of people like that, and those are the people that do not seem to grow as much. Of course, I'm not saying don't have any good form where you can injure yourself. Have their form good enough, or even work out with good form and high intensity too. That's obviously beneficial. But I'm saying have good form where you're getting a full range of motion. Have good form basically where you can push your workout to the highest intensity but not get hurt. And that's what I would say how I work out. My form is better in certain movements than others. It's because it depends on the movement. But like I said, my form is 75% there. Like I said, the results speak for themselves, okay? That's all I have to say. And I appreciate the criticism, and I appreciate the tips and advice, because at the end of the day, I can look at all of these comments and look at what people have to say and really analyze them and think things through more. But with that being said, let me get into this chest day. On this chest day, I had to work out at the Dwarf Gym. If you guys have been watching me, you know the gym I'm talking about. So I warmed up into it. I did tricep pushdowns, superset with chest flies, superset that with shoulder stretches. And all I want to say is whenever I warm up my chest in this specific way with these three warm-ups that I like to superset now from one to another. I'm calling it superset because it's just like back to back to back, but it's not by any means a superset in the sense of a workout set, okay? It should require zero intensity, just warming up the muscle. So like I say, you should be able to do it at a weight where you can do like 50 reps, but don't actually do 50 reps. It should be at a weight where it feels like you can, what I'm saying. I have no elbow pain. I have no shoulder pain, no shoulder clicking really. And yeah, so then I started with incline barbell, and I warmed up into the weight. I go a little bit heavier on the bar, a little bit heavier, a little bit heavier. And then once I felt I was ready, I just went at 185. And I could have definitely went heavier yesterday because in my first set, I got 10 reps, an easy 10 reps. And I just felt really strong yesterday. I could even tell before I started my first set that it was going to be a good chest day. Then my second set, I got 7 reps with 185. And mind it, I would also go to failure if I had a spotter. I just didn't want to have to like put it to my knees and have to maneuver it off of me like that. But after that, I got 185 for 5 reps, and then I just drop setted it to pause reps with a 45 plate. Then, once that was done, 3 sets of 185 with the last one being a drop set. I stayed at the incline, and what I did was pause reps on the incline with a plate to finish the last 2 sets, and that's what I did. For the 4th set, I got 10 reps, but pause reps, baby. Pause reps, absolutely beautiful. It's just the way that it just makes benching harder. you know, and I don't really know the science behind it. I mean, I guess if you think about it, it can kind of be obvious because there's no momentum. There is no momentum, obviously, when you're going down and you're resting on your chest and you have to go back up. Because when you're benching normally, you have that momentum going from down to up, down to up, down to up. And yeah, but for the fifth set, I got another 10 reps, and then I called it with the pressing right there. My chest was feeling pretty good. I knew that I could do a few more sets of some kind of flies, and my chest would be fully pumped because my chest was probably like 65% pumped at that point. So guys, that would make 5 sets of pressing. Then I went on to my favorite fly variation. This is absolutely my favorite fly variation. I also made a video on the top 3 chest exercises that I think are the top 3 in my opinion. And the decline chest fly is absolutely my favorite chest flies on the cables. And that's what I did. I started at a lighter weight where I didn't even warm up. I started at a relatively light weight where it kind of worked as a warm up. But I also made it a hard set where I had to do a lot of volume, so it was still an intense set. I ended up getting like 25 reps though, so I knew I had to raise it. And then for the second set, I raised the weight a little bit, and I ended up getting like 16 reps. Then what I did were mid chest flies. So for the first set, I actually did a wide stretch. For the first 2 sets, actually, I actually did a wide stretch all the way back. Not a heavy weight. I was getting like above 15 reps. Then for the last 2 sets, I did 4 sets of the mid chest flies. The last 2 sets, I did mid chest flies, but not a wide stretch. I would just go like this and really get that squeeze still. So it was kind of like a chest press, chest fly variation, something like that, but it's more of a fly. And yeah, that would call it for my chest. And do you see how this chest day, I only did 5 sets of pressing, and then I finish off with chest flies? Even some days, I will only do 3 sets of pressing and finish off with chest flies. It just depends on the day. I just felt that after my 5th set of pressing, my chest didn't need any more pressing. It would not have been beneficial at that point because I could have done Smith machine flat bench. I could have went to Smith machine incline. I could have done like flat bench pause reps. I could have done some other kind of pressing too. But yeah, some days I will do more flies than pressing in chest day, okay? So I actually showed you guys my chest pump right after, and my chest was looking good, guys. I see that on the bottom of my abdominal area, I am putting on a little bit of fat, but I truly don't even care. I notice it, I accept it, and it is what it is. It's a part of the bulk, and so what? So be it. Yeah, but after showing you guys my chest pump, I forgot that I had to do shoulders before doing my chest pump, so I just did 4 sets of shoulder flies, 1 arm at a time, and yeah, that would call it for this day. It was a very successful overall workout, successful chest day, successful shoulder day in the Gym of Dwarves. But I got the majority of my calories in the day. So by the time I was working out, I had like 3,500 calories in me already. That is a lot of calories to have in before a workout, but I'm not complaining. It's just how it had to work out yesterday. And I had about 500 calories after, and I made it work with protein, and I used 647 bread. So I made like 2 little sandwiches, and then called it for my day, went to sleep. And yeah, the next workout will actually be alternative because my back is still sore. So I was supposed to do back today, but my back is still sore, so I'm not going to do it. And that is exactly how I work out. If something is still sore on the day, that means it is not fully recovered yet. I still feel a little tiny bit soreness, so there's no point of doing back. That's how I see it. So it will be probably abs and calves, maybe a little bit of forearms, but today's Labor Day, so the gym closes a little bit early, and I will have to really speed up this workout because I get out at 3:30. I'll get to the gym by 4, and then they close at 5, so I'm going to have to go very quick. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.